Yes, people, as suggested in the title, we're going to go through the top 5 myths which are losing you money in Airbnb, right? And this is from our experience, our clients' experience. Everything that we possibly know is in this video to help you out, okay? I'm gonna get straight into this. Number 1, underpricing. People come into the market and what happens is they get very humble. They get a beautiful unit, put it on the market, and then what they do is they price it too low. If it should be at 100, they're putting it at £80 and they're keeping it at £80. Notice here, when I say underpricing, it's keeping underpricing and keeping your prices low, which is affecting your unit. Now, what do I mean by that? This is what I mean, right? You've come onto the market freshly. Average market rate for your type of unit is £105, but you're listed at 85. This is a great strategy for getting initial bookings coming in, getting the algorithm to be aware that your property is a good property, and for getting reviews in. This is great, but it's only great for that. Generally speaking, you don't want to be the cheapest in the market in any industry. Forget Airbnb. In any industry, you don't want to be the cheapest in the market. What you want is to be the best value, right? So when you're initially getting those bookings in, it's great to have the price down low. But what you want to do is you want to lift your prices with demand. If your unit now, let's say you have a hot tub in it, and there's 2 units around you which have a hot tub, yours and someone else's, but in 6-7 months time, this unit that has a hot tub, which isn't yours, drops off. You are now the only unit in the area which has a hot tub. What does that mean? In the summertime, there's a lot more demand for your property. There's a lot more demand, so your prices should be going way up, okay? The way that you fix this is quite simple. And by the way, if I'm looking down, it's because my list is right here. I wanted to make sure that I thought out every single idea for you. You want to make sure that you're using dynamic pricing tools such as Price Labs to help you out with your units, okay? The reason you want to use Price Labs is because in 2025, the key word for business is outsourcing, right? Whether it's AI automation or whatever automation, you want to be outsourcing. Now, what Price Labs will do is it will continually sweep the market like this, looking for potential reasons to uplift your prices, to increase them. And Price Labs will work overtime for you, 100%. So I'm not the type of person that goes to concerts and stuff like that, right? So in Leicester, I have literally no idea what's going on with that regard. And Price Labs always does. And that helps us because there's literally some nights we get bookings. We'll check the booking like that. And it'll be like £200 a night. And we're like, what the hell? It's not even that time of year. And the reason for that is because there's concerts, there's certain matches or whatever, stuff like that. So Price Labs is a game changer. Number 1, underpricing. You fix that by doing Price Labs. Okay, swiftly, let's go on to number 2. Number 2 is the opposite of underpricing, which is overpricing. Some people, before they take a unit on, they will have like, oh, I need to get £150 a night because the rent is like £1,500. And if I do this number, and I get this occupancy, I'll make £1,500 a month. And they get fixated on that number. They're like, if I don't make £1,500 a month, it's bad. So what they'll do is they'll put their nightly price at £150 when the unit has no reviews, worse amenities, it's dirtier, it's in a worse location than the other units. If the other units are 100 and you're at 150 and you're not getting booked out, that's exactly why. Overpricing is, in my opinion, an even a bigger issue than underpricing because it can lead to zero occupancy. And zero occupancy is like, at that point you're renting a property which you don't even stay in. No one's staying in it. It's just, what is the point of even doing it? So that's a big issue. People tend to be very, very unrealistic with what they can get on Airbnb simply because they think what they think determines the price. Does that make sense? So some people believe that like, if I think it should be worth 150, everyone should pay 150. That's not how the market works. The market will pay what the market thinks, okay? The market is always right, especially with Airbnb. And you know that from when you list. When you list, you should be playing around with the prices as much as possible, especially in your first 2-3 months, just to see what the market does, okay? So at the end of the day, the market is right. What you think does not matter. What the market thinks matters, okay? Now, that's a big issue. Overpricing and thinking and pricing out what you should be getting on a nightly basis is a direct profit killer. You will lose so much money doing this. What you should do is what I said earlier. Stay just below the average. If it's 100, do 90. If it's 105, 95, do 85. Even, go ahead, do 85 for the first few months. Do whatever you can to make a profit, but just not a huge profit in the first few months, okay? Maybe not 100. Let's call it like 400, 300, that sort of amount. And then as your unit starts to get better and stronger and looks better on the outside, such as reviews and it has the algorithms backing it, then you can start to increase your prices. Also, if there's demand in an area, you can then increase your prices even more. That's the way you should be doing it. Don't just put it off at a higher price and expect to just get booked. That's not how the market works, okay? They will pay. If something's worth more, it's expected to be better. Like, that's just the case. If I came here and gave you a Gucci top for free or a Primark top for free, you're probably going to take the Gucci one because you think it's better. In truth, it's not, but listen, that's a debate for another day. That's it for overpricing. The way that you fix overpricing is that you stay competitive, you wait till your unit looks better, or like competitors drop off and you lift your prices up, okay? Number 3, ignoring bad reviews. The amount of hosts I know that have a lot of ego and are very, very emotional about their units is crazy. You don't need to be that way. Understand that you've put your blood, sweat and tears into this unit. I know that first unit is hard. I know the second unit is hard. I know the 15th unit is hard. But guess what? Understand that whoever books your place, they don't know what you've gone through. They don't know you. All they know, the only relationship they have is they've paid like that, they've tapped their card, and they've now entered your unit. And if it is like, if there's certain bits that they don't like, such as the stairs creak or it's a bit noisy outside, understand that they're not criticizing you, they are simply criticizing the unit. It's an objective criticism. They're not saying you've done a mistake. What they're saying is, I expected this, and the unit didn't perform on this, this, and this. And now, the best way to take these reviews is not emotionally. Don't look at it in an angry way, thinking that person's all the words you can imagine. Don't see it that way. Of course, some criticisms are not right. Some criticisms aren't right. If they tell you the location's bad, but they booked it knowing the location, that's on them. If they tell you the bed sheet should be like silk satin, should be £1,000, like whatever, then like that's just not, and they haven't paid for that luxury standard, then of course not valid. But if they're telling you, oh, I think you could have cleaned it up a little bit. Oh, the cleaning wasn't great. Oh, I found a hair in the bed. Understand that this is just a third party, a completely random person reviewing your unit, and their bad reviews. Obviously, if they leave it on Booking.com, Airbnb, that's not great. But the best thing you can do to combat this, and I'll give you that right now, is to actually address it and to fix it. If they say your stairs are creaking, get that sorted. If they say there's too much light coming in from the curtains, swap the curtains out. Simple as. If you take these bad reviews as like someone being negative and you don't address it, you will lose so much money, because guess what will happen? Those reviews will just keep coming up. They'll just keep complaining. This new people will just complain about the same shit, because what tends to happen is that like let's say 2 little things will get complained about. It's like the 80-20% rule. So of all the problems that your Airbnb has, because every Airbnb has problems, 80% of the complaints will be about a small amount of problems, like maybe 1 or 2 problems. So if you fix them 2 main ones, it will stop a lot of the complaints from coming in. Okay, that's my advice. Do not ignore bad reviews. Use it as an opportunity to make your unit a lot better and a way more complete product, because it is just third parties and it's not personal. They're not saying anything about you. Okay. Number 4, expense tracking. The amount of people that I speak to about when I'm speaking to them about how they manage their business and they don't do expense tracking is insane. Why are you not doing that? Why do you not know what you spend? Why do you not know? Like, if I ask them, oh, how much does your unit spend a month? Like, how much you need to make? They'll be like, they'll tell me the rent, and they'll say probably this, probably that, probably this. Why probably? You've been running the unit for months. You have the online bank statements. It's 2025. You can find out every single penny that you're spending in the banks. Look at it. Learn it. That will help you do profit pricing on your business, all right? Amount of times that I've seen people say, oh, my unit, I'm getting bookings, but I'm not making money. Like, as in, literally, booking money is coming into their bank account, but it's all coming out. And they're like, how does that make sense? Like, how is it month on month and my bank balance isn't going up? And the reason for that is that they're not looking at operating costs most of the time. Operating costs is stuff like software, price labs. All these things cost money, and it's business-related expenses. So you need to factor that in. Your business needs to be making rent, cleaning, bills, council tax, operating expenses, and more. And this is very, very common, by the way. Everyone that's good at this game does that and more, okay? The people that are bad at this game don't even look at operating expenses because they think they're beyond it. They think, oh, I'm a business owner. Why would I look at such a medial task? Listen, the only thing medial is your bank account at that point, okay? You need to be focusing on making sure those expenses are all tracked and that you know what you're spending and that you're pricing to create profit. That's the best way. Lastly, and again, my advice is always use your online banking, understand what you're actually paying, and just create a little spreadsheet, Excel, nothing too fancy. Yeah. Number 5, the final thing that is making you lose money is you're having too many short stays. I bang on about this all the time. You can see my video right here. In this video, we break down how we got £20,000 in bookings from one particular unit. And what we mean by that is, it's not that the unit is extremely like, is getting a high nightly rate. It's not that. It's that it was 20,000 straight, no cleaning fees, anything like that. Like, it's long-term bookings. And that's just one unit. We have multiple units that we do this with, okay? It's a strategy you have to learn. And once you learn it and implement it, it changes your life. As an Airbnb host, it will change your life if you learn long-term booking strategy. So trust me when I say short stays are not the way. What you want is to work with companies, you want to work with contractors, you want to work with corporates, you want to work with insurance companies, you want to work with councils and people that have money and have desire. That's the people you want to work with. Consumers and normal families are the worst client base. They're the worst. They have the most complaints. They want to save the most money, and they are way more likely to damage your property because they'll have kids. And what do kids do? Like, in my first ever booking, there was 2 kids and they literally drew on the walls. White walls. They drew on the walls. A corporate is never doing that, I'll tell you that much. Nor is a contractor. So what you want to focus on is long-term bookings. And again, I have many videos on this channel. That particular video that I showed you earlier is a good example, but I've literally, if you scroll through this channel, you'll basically see all of our videos which break down how to get long-term bookings. It's what we're special at, it's what we're good at, and it's what we teach people how to do. Okay? And you know what? Because I like you guys so much, because I want to help you that much, I will give you a 6th tip today. And this one's going to seem biased, okay? Some of you might click away thinking, what is this guy talking about? I rated you, I don't anymore. And my 6th tip is most of you could very much benefit from a coach or a mentor. I know, this is seeming biased, right? You're a coach mentor, you have a link in the bio, you have student stuff like that. And yes, it is biased. I think I'm the best coach in the game. I know that my students have got the best possible results they could have gotten from their desires because they've worked with me. You can click the link in the bio and you can scroll through and you can see every single student that I have. You can go through this page. You can see every single interview that we have. I know that as a coach, I give it my all. I know as a coach, me and my brother do everything we can to make sure that people win. Okay? So I think, yes, I think getting a coach or mentor will absolutely change your business. Okay? And this isn't for everyone. Not everyone needs a coach or a mentor. Okay? But it's the people that know what they want to do, the people that want to collapse. That if you have loads of cash, then go and burn it. Go make loads of mistakes. Fine. If you want to get everything right, then having a coach or mentor is essential. And I'm not even saying you have to work with me. I think I'm the best, so I recommend me and my brother. But you can work with anyone. But what I'm trying to say is you should leverage people's experience who have done what you want to do. Because either you're going to pay for their coaching and you're going to learn from their mistakes, or you're going to pay for your own. And now you tell me what costs more. You tell me what costs more. So what I'd recommend is, again, all of these issues that I go over today, this stuff wouldn't happen and these mistakes wouldn't happen if you had a coach or a mentor, because they would tell you, this is the mistakes that I made. Like me personally, expense tracking, I wasn't doing it for the longest time. For like 6 months from starting the business, we didn't do it. And it hurt us because we were scaling. All of our money was going into units and we were looking at it after like 4 months and we were like, what the fuck is going on? Why is the balance not going up? And it's because we weren't expense tracking. We were accounting for profit loss for the units, but we weren't accounting for software and stuff like that. And software is really, really important. So that is my 6 tips. Those are my 6 tips, okay? If you are interested in working with us or even seeing what we do more, go through the channel, watch all of these videos. You can see some of our student interviews. You can see our own tours of our units. You can see our day in the lives. Or just click the link in the bio, book a call in, and then we can have a chat about it. If you're looking to book a call in, do not book a call in if you just want to ask me contextual questions about Airbnb. I do not have time for that. My time is used on this YouTube channel to give you all this contextual knowledge. If you want to work with me, book a call in. And if not, again, I hope this helped. Have a good rest of your day.